Hey guys, it's Caliboy4599 here. Today we're going to be looking at jump shotting versus drop shotting. A big part of Call of Duty is that not many people realize the idea of being a defensive player. Having good aim is one of the most valuable traits of being good at Call of Duty, but being able to position yourself in a way that is hard to hit is just as valuable. First, let's take a look at some good examples of defensive player positioning. This first clip shows you even with good aim, you can still come up short simply due to a player's positioning. This example shows you can still win gunfights defensively without head glitching. This off angle is a good example of a position that people won't check. That being said, it is clear throughout these examples that making yourself harder to hit can give you a major advantage in gunfights, so we should try to make ourselves as hard to hit as possible. Let's start with dropshotting. Dropshotting is most easily done with a tactical button layout or a controller designed for Call of Duty, such as a SCUF. Dropshotting when you see an opponent that is straight ahead of you and not too close is considered to be a good drop shot. You can easily see here the tactical advantages of dropshotting. Dropshotting is good in many gunfight situations, but it's important to know when it is not useful and actually hurtful to win your gunfight. Ideally, dropshotting close range will not work too well. Another time dropshotting is not to be used is when your opponent is behind cover. By dropshotting here, you make the opponent much harder to hit for yourself and nearly impossible. Overall, dropshotting should be used when both you and your opponent are in free space and not too close to each other. Practice dropshotting while using the tactical button layout to make it more of an instinct. Try dropshotting with bots, and make sure to pick exactly what fights you should dropshot, or simply just to shoot. Now, we must compare and contrast the importance of jump shotting as well. While many may think the main advantage of jump shotting is the increased elevation when shooting, the real advantage comes from the velocity gained out of peeking a corner. You have a small increased velocity when jumping forward while sprinting, which makes it very hard for people holding corners to hit you. Now, let's see it real time. The advantages of jump shotting are apparent when going around corners. This is the prime time to use the tactic. This is a quick movement option that will give an edge to you as long as you practice. Go into games with bots and practice jump shotting around corners where you think people may be. Work on your accuracy while midair. Now, it is important to know when not to jump shot. Drop shotting was effective from medium to long range, while jump shotting is mostly just effective in close range combat. Jump shotting from afar is practically useless, as the opponent's crosshair won't have to move that much as you barely are leaving their line of sight. Overall, drop shotting should be used when no cover is present between you and your opponent and you are mid-range from them. Jump shotting should be used when going around corners. Even if they are in cover, it can still be very effective. Knowing when to use these is very important, so practice online or with bots to get to know them and when to use each of these movement tactics. Remember when not to use each tactic, and specifically when each tactic is useful. If you keep making good decisions with them, it will slowly become instinct, and you will react much faster. This was Caliboy4599. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Thanks.